Hi, my name is Jeremy and I will present my final year project with the above title. These are the aim and objectives of my study. The first research objective is further broken down into two research questions. The second research objective is also further broken down into two research questions. This study uses survey research design in order to collect quantitative data to analyze the use of technology in informal Japanese language learning and to determine the students' perspective on using these technologies. The study initially gathered 250 respondents, but after filtering via purposive sampling, 145 respondents are left. Below are the selection criteria for the participants of this study. An online questionnaire was used to collect data in this study. This section answers Objective 1, Research Question 1. And this section answers Objective 1, Research Question 2. Next, this section will answer Objective 2, Research Question 1. And finally, this section answers Objective 2, Research Question 2. The data collection procedures for the studies are as follows. For the link of the questionnaire, it was shared via WhatsApp in order to gather responses. Moving on to data analysis procedures, for Objective 1 Research Question 1, frequencies and mean were calculated to analyze the digital media usage by the learners. Next, for Objective 1 Research Question 2, frequencies and mean were calculated to identify the common learning activities linked to each digital media. As for Objective 2 Research Question 1, frequencies and mean were calculated to determine the participants' perception of the technology's impact on their language skills. And lastly, for Objective 2 Research Question 2, frequencies and mean was calculated to determine the satisfaction level of the students with the technology resources available. Let's take a look at the result. For Objective 1 Research Question 1, YouTube was found to be the most used tool for informal Japanese language learning, followed by language learning apps and social media. This result shows that learners prefer tools that offer engaging visual content, structured learning, and real-time engagement. This table shows the number of respondents using different digital tools for their informal Japanese language learning. Moving on to Objective 1 Research Question 2, it is found that listening practice was mostly done on YouTube. This shows that YouTube is preferred by learners to develop their listening skills. Social media was used mostly for reading practice. This shows that learners prefer using social media as a platform to train their reading skills. Writing and speaking practices were done mostly on language learning apps. This shows that most learners prefer developing their writing and speaking skills on the applications. The overall result showed that these tools were commonly used for listening and reading practice. The table below shows different digital tools and the different language practices associated with each tools. Moving on to Objective 2 Research Question 1, most respondents recorded significant improvement in their listening, reading, and writing skills after using the tools. For speaking skills, respondents reported having improvements after using the tools. This result shows us that the tools were beneficial for improving listening, reading, and writing skills, while improvements on speaking skills might vary among learners. This table shows the different levels of improvement associated with each language skills. For Objective 2 Research Question 2, about 70 respondents indicated that they were very satisfied with the tools available for learning. This shows that the features offered in the tools meets their learning requirements or needs. About 27 respondents remained neutral. The neutral response may indicate that the respondents believe that the tools have room for improvement or did not satisfy their learning needs. The table below shows the different levels of satisfaction by the respondents. Moving on to the discussion, YouTube was the most used tool for informal language learning due to its features that align with informal language learning principles. This is consistent with Tamina's 2023's findings. Although digital media helped improve listening, reading, and writing skills, but due to the lack of real-time interactions, it has less impact on the improvement of speaking skills. This is consistent with Bin Hadi and Al-Tamimi's 2021's findings. Majority of the respondents reported to be very satisfied with the interactive elements present in the digital tools. This is consistent with Halinda's 2019's findings. This study also found that language learning apps were popular for its interactive activities, gamified learnings, and progress tracking, which contribute to adaptable learning, which is also consistent with Cho et al.'s 2018's study. Students mainly use social media to connect with language study groups and share resources for collaborative learning. This is supported by Hamad and Hassan's 2019's study as well. In conclusion, YouTube, language learning apps, and social media were the most popular tools used for informal Japanese language learning. The finding of this study can contribute to the better understanding of how these tools might benefit students in their informal learning journey. Educators, developers, and policymakers can also make use of the results of this study to better improve the informal learning environment. By delving more into this field, researchers may be able to uncover the potentials of these tools for enhancing language skills.